see. Very good. And this is very cool because it's on a motorbike. Check this out. It's attached to a motorbike view. Very good. Entrepreneurial spirit. This is very cool. Nat and I are getting a little bite to eat.
มาแล้วค่ะข้าว
ขอบคุณครับ อันนี้ชื่ออะไร
ข้าวคลุกกะปิ
กะปิ
ค่ะข้าวคลุกกะปิ
ข้าวคลุกกะปิ
ค่ะ
อร่อยฮะ Yeah. Just to let you know before we start, I actually got some khao man gai, which is chicken, steamed chicken or boiled chicken over a rice that's made with like coconut milk and stuff. And you put the little sauce over it, really tasty. That's ginger and pepper and I forget what else is in there, really tasty. Then they give you a little broth to eat with it. It's got like a, I forget what the vegetable's called that's in here, but what each you have? Fuck fang. Okay, there you go. And I got something here. I told Nat it looked good. I wanted to try it. This is nomai, which is bamboo shoots with like a coconut milk. It looks like. Very tasty. I won't even try and describe what Nat got. Khao kapi, what?
ข้าวคลุกกะปิ
Khao
คลุกกะปิ
kapi. And it's got, this is egg. Khai mai. What else does this have?
หมูหวาน
Moo.
หมูหวาน
Sweet moo? Sweet pork?
แตงกวา
Cucumber.
พริก
Pepper.
หัวหอม
Red onion.
มะม่วง
Mango. Wow.
สับ
Yeah.
ปะรด
Pineapple. Rice. And some sausage.
อันนี้กุนเชียงหมู
Arana?
กุนเชียงหมู
Gunching moo. All right. Well, there you go. And she got a little broth that goes with hers. I'm not sure how much this whole thing will cost. I'll probably try and remember to tell you. Go. We're going to grab a bite to eat. And, of course, we got TV going as well. But we're going to grab a bite to eat and then be back shortly. All right, gang. So, this is Plan B. Why? I don't know if you can hear that thunder, but that's why. After we finished eating, the sky turned black and the rain started. So, this is one of my favorite times of the year in Isaan. You know why? Because of that green color. I actually did a video about this, God, it's got to have been 6 years ago, 7 years ago now in Chiang Mai about my favorite time of the year. And the green of the newly sprouted rice is incredible. When the fields all turn that color green, and after a week or two, the color of the green changes. It's not the same. But for that first couple weeks, the place is gorgeous. It's like a carpet of green. I love it. So my favorite time in Isaan. Plus, it's cooler because of the cloud cover and the rain. So Very nice. Nat's parents' house that we're working on. You saw that in the intro as well. Now we're into this now 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and 2 of those weeks, or 3 of those weeks, there was no work being done. In other words, we went through the first crew, they left, then we got a second crew, they only worked for a few days, and they were gone. The new crew that was coming in had other work, but they've started now. They've only been working, I think, 2 days or 3 days. Today might be the 3rd day. They've already got walls going up and everything, as I'll show you why I'm doing this. I'll give you a full price as we finish. I didn't ask Nat before I shot this how much we've got into this so far, but it's not a lot. You'll be probably pretty surprised at how much we're doing this for. But it's going along, getting along pretty good. And I have a lot of confidence in our crew that we have this time. They're doing a great job, even though they've only done it for a couple days. A lot of progress. I want to show you something. The other day, I was driving the van, and I went to turn a corner in this little town that we're in, and a car was coming out, and I may need to make a left turn. And there was a tree branch and stuff hanging down that I tried to clear. But when I turned the corner, they actually had an awning, and it was a vinyl awning, and it had this steel pole in it. And so when I made the turn, the steel pole caught the van and went all the way down the side of the van, taking the paint off. When anything happens in our life as a human being, 2 things happen. We say, what does this mean, and what should I do? And so, could I claim this on my insurance? I have first-party insurance. I could claim this on insurance, but what would happen? Maybe my rates would go up or whatever. To get this fixed isn't going to be a lot of money. I can get it fixed. But back home, we would have gone to the people and said, you got to pay for this. This thing hangs out, obviously, over the road where people go, and so you should be liable for that. Well, here, you're not going to do that, so just you got to learn to let it go. We went back and told them that it's not a good idea, and they actually rolled it up when we told them, showed them what happened, and they brought it up, and then the next day we went, and it was down again the next day. But today, actually, it's back up again. I'm not sure because of the rain or the wind or something, but anyway. But I wanted to mention this. Yeah, I could get this covered over, by my insurance company, but really, I'll take care of it out of pocket, just like I do my medical that's below a certain threshold. But anything that happens like this, the first thing we start thinking, like foreigners, how would we deal with this back home? And don't deal with it here. Don't make the people lose face. Don't get them angry, and just maybe do something like, hey, I just want you to know this is what happened. Maybe it's not so good, you keep it down or something like that. So anyway, there you go. Every time I went down this road, I see this lady weaving. So we stopped and talked to her, and she weaves silk. And she weaves these sarongs for women, or sarongs for men, which is like this wraparound that men wear here, and I'll talk about that in just a second. And also women, but the women's aren't called sarong. There's another name for the women's. But anyway, they're made with silk, different colors, beautiful, and she weaves these things. Now the men's, I want to do a video about this, maybe for YouTube or something. The men's is really cool. It's not that big, but men will take a shower and then wrap this around. You'll see them walking around outside with this thing after their shower. But you can wrap it around. You can use it as a belt. I've seen them carry it around as a belt. And if you carry it around, if it gets too hot, I've seen them use it over their head to keep the sun off their head. I've seen them wrap it around their neck if it's cool. You can actually tie it as a sling and carry something. There's a number of uses for this thing. Amazing. But it was made with silk. But anyway, we stopped this lady who was weaving her silk again. And by the way, the word for silk is pamai. I've never watched anybody do this. This is interesting. I don't want to startle her. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สบายดีไหม
สบายดีโอ้กำลังเห็นหนามไปไหนมาคะ
ไม่เคยเห็นคนทำนี่
ไหมค่ะไหม
พอไหม
ค่ะนี่เด็กเครือมันนี่เครือมัน
ว้าว
นี่เครือนี่เครือผักถุง
Oh, she's showing us, huh?
นี่
Oh, wow. Hey, puppy dog.
อันนี้พัสโลงเนี่ย
Oh, wow.
อัน
ส
นี้
ว
ผ้าย ถุง
โอ้
นี่ สลงอย่างนี้
Oh, that's what she makes with them, the sarong. Are you sarong, Mike? I mean, it's your sarong.
สลงสำหรับผู้ชาย
Wow, out of silk, huh? Yeah, you see all the Isaan men
ถ้า
wear
สบายก็
these.
สบายไหม
เปิดเรื่องได้บ่ล่ะ
ได้
So you see the Isaan men wear this. They, wow, made with silk. I didn't know that. So the Isaan men use them as a belt. Chamai?
yes
They use for their belt. I've seen them put them around their neck. Around their neck. Use them as a belt. What else
อัน
do
นี้
they?
ผ้าคลุมค่ะ
Most like. Any samlap puchai, mok samlap puchai, puying doy lo.
อันนี้สำหรับผู้ชายใครอ่ะ
Wow. Any samlap puchai, chamai? So they use for the belt. I see them wrap it around as a belt. I've seen them put it around their neck as a scarf. What else do they do with this?
for the next small เล็กกว่า นี่ for the
After they take the shower, they put this around, right?
เมื่อไรผ่ามือผ่าพื้น
Oh, wow. I didn't know these were silk. Ask her where she gets the silk. Any silk? How do you say?
ผ้าไหม
Huh? Pamai. Where does she buy the
อันนี้
silk?
ของแม่บ้านของอัน
แม่เลี้ยงไหมเองว่ะล่ะ
จ้าสาวแล้วก็
she take care the
สาวแล้ว
She
ก็
does
กิน
too?
น้ำแร่เย้
She takes care of the worms to the silkworms. Wow. Wow. And how much does she sell these
เปิด
for?
ละ2,000 ค่ะ
2,000 for one
2,000 for one. That's what Nat said it was going to be before we got here. So you know already, huh? Yeah.
สบายก็ไหม
Yeah, this is a scarf. Uh-huh.
สบายก็ไหม
Uh-huh. China. And this is
Ani ko sabay.
lekwala.
เล็กกว่า
เล็กอันนี้เล็กไปทับ
Sawadee cup.
Oh, somebody.
Sabadi, huh?
ได้เขากำลังสิ่งอยู่
Okay.
นี่เขากำลัง
Well, she was nice enough to stop her work to sell this or show us. So I'll probably buy this one. Here, tell her I want to watch her do the thing
แล้ว
too.
ก็เอาอันนี้อันนึงค่ะ
เอาอันนั้นนึง
And yak du kun tam ni.
ได้กว่า
And if you're wondering, whoops, if you're wondering why her teeth are red, it's because she eats the betel nut, which older people do. I don't see young people doing that so much, but when they chew on the betel nut, it makes their mouth red.
เฮ็ดเองเฮ็ดแล้วก็มัดมี
Ask her how many years she's been doing this.
เป็นไรแค่ยุจักปีละจ้ะ
เฮ็ดได้โดนแล้ว
นานรองเท้า
Huh? A long time.
แต่ว่าคน
แต่
ไหน
ว่าตั้งแต่เด็กทำได้แล้ว
ตั้งแต่เด็ก
When she was young, she knew how to do
เรียน
this.
นอเรเลย
Ask her, does any
แล้วก็
young
เลี้ยงหมอนแล้วก็สาวไหมเองสาวเองแล้ว
เท
ก็
คแคร์เดี๋ยวเวิร์มเมก
เฮ็ดเอง
when she was young girl?
เป็นเด็กหน่อยเลยจ้ะ
จ้า
So she puts it on here, and then she also has the weaver. This is the weaver. The weaver's here, where she does the thing like this, right? And this puts the colors in, right? Makes the color. Wow, interesting.
เด้อันตัวแกงใส่อันเฮ็ดไว้ในโบสถ์ให้หยัง
And then this one down here is the one that she turns and she spins it, right?
Yes.
She takes the little pieces and spins them together to make the bigger one, to make the larger thread.
ยายเฮ็ด
So she has blue, red, green, white. Yeah, oh, this is the color mixed. Oh, look at that. That's right. Here's her betel nut that she eats. They wrap the betel nut in the leaf and chew on it.
สาวแล้วก็เลงแล้วก็เอาออกแล้วก็เฮ็ด
All right. Well, there you go. Here's our silk weaving lesson today. It's always been interesting. I've seen people do this forever, but I've never stopped and talked to them. So the lady was really nice and let us talk to her. Kap kun kap.
จ้า
Chop pukap kun. Interesting. How do you say interesting? I forget. Anyway.
นั่งโต๊ะ
No, ผมไปบัน
โอ้
กับบัน
ไปโกโฮมใส่
Hey, go home พูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหม
แย่แต่บ่ได้แห้งแต่บ่ได้หลาย
นิดหน่อย
ได้นิดหน่อย
นิดหน่อยเหรอ
Yeah.
พูดเก่ง go home. Tell her I come by every day. I see her out here. I wanted to stop and talk to her.
เพิ่นว่าขี่รถไกลทุกมื้อเรียนอยากจอดคุยนะ
เออ
All right ขอบคุณครับ
ใจตังค์ว่า
โชคดีค
อย่า
รับ
ตามด้วย
All right, well, there you go. Our weaving lesson, and we meet our nice friend here, and we've got a sarong too that I can put on after I take a shower.
สิได้ออกแบบ
All right, see you.
บ๊ายบายจ้า
Bye bye.
Thank you บ๊ายบาย
Hey, JC here. If you like that video, make sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel here. Also, we have another video up here you're going to be really interested in watching as well. And if you're looking for all the details of how to retire in Thailand in one place, plus a group of people to support you, check this out over here. Give it a click.